Today we are going to be using some really fun, exciting pieces that I'm finding out at the Dollar Tree as well as the Dollar General store, putting these together into some really gorgeous pieces that you can enjoy for the rest of the season. In the Dollar Tree Plus section, these just caught my eye. I felt like they were really well made, just $5. It's a flame glow lantern is what it's called on the tag, but just a really beautiful piece. It's battery powered, it has an on and off switch, so I knew I could create this into a gorgeous lamp post and something way better than what we've done in the past, where we just take the little cheap looking Dollar Tree solar lights or little battery powered LEDs and put them on a stick. This one is going to be so much nicer because this is actually a already made for you plastic lantern that's so easy to just put on a base. So I am using one of these faux barrel flower pots. Now I picked these up back in the spring, so hopefully you can find something a similar shape that you can paint similar or just use any other container that you have. And then I knew I needed a post, and I didn't have anything cylinder. I knew the broomstick was kind of going to be hard to get it to cut perfectly straight, so I decided just to glue two of these 12-inch planks together from the Dollar Tree, paint them black, and stick them inside of the planter on a piece of styrofoam. Even though the lantern itself is really lightweight, I still want this to be able to be really sturdy, something I'm not going to have to worry about it leaning or tipping over. So I go ahead and use the remainder of my styrofoam, just wedge them down in there, and then I needed to cover it up. So I love starting with this really, I call it cheap garland, because it goes a long way. Just use that as the base, and then whenever you use something like these better looking picks, it doesn't take as many and you can't see through it. These are really cool like pine picks that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I found them on kind of an end cap, so I went ahead and grabbed a bunch of them, and I end up using them in most of today's projects. They're just such a high quality pick. And then I did see that the top of this lantern does have more of like a rustic Christmas look with the pine cones, so I really wanted this lamp post to match. I go ahead and put some little pine cones in the bottom of it, and then I thought it would be really cute to hang these little bells. I did pick these up from Walmart. They were under $2, so just $1.98. Go ahead and set that at the top of the lamppost, but leaving the top still flat so that I can just glue this right on top, put in some AAA batteries, and this is a really fun, gorgeous piece that I have enjoyed so much of the evenings lighting this up and creating the cozy environment. I created a really fun like crystal ball Halloween version of this craft, and I knew it was something I loved so much and enjoyed that I wanted to try to create one for Christmas. I'm not really sure what it is, kind of like a centerpiece, just a focal point, somewhere to put like a snow globe. It also would look really gorgeous if you want to just fill this container up with a snowman with some fake snow in there. But the real magic to this is picking up one of those Dollar Tree tree collars, the little metal ones, and your largest Dollar Tree container, so this was $5, fits on top of this metal tree collar. So it doesn't fit perfect, it wants to slide, but you'll just tack it in with some hot glue. So all you have to do is just decorate the inside of this huge vase with whatever you want. I put a piece of styrofoam down in the bottom and then put in some of the greenery, and then I'm going to be adding this little snow globe. So I painted it with Mod Podge and then put some glitter in there, as well as some string lights. Now you can see the styrofoam on my project and I hated it, so I do take a second to go ahead and pull it back out, cover this with a sock because I had a lot of these fuzzy socks on hand and I knew it would be way easier than trying to paint this. So go ahead, pull the picks back out, cover it with a sock, and then put it back into the container. So I usually cut out like if I change something on a craft, but I just thought it would be fun to show you guys how I'm not always getting it right the first time. I do have to play around with these projects and try to get all of the imperfections covered up and just fix them. But it's really fun just to, I think, follow along and see kind of like the process of getting each thing done. I thought putting these red berries in there really made the tree collar pop. So I love the pops of the reds for Christmas. I stuck this little snow globe down on top. This is going to light up and be a fun little snow globe, but like I mentioned, I also think it would be really fun with a snowman just kind of chilling out in this. This sign came from Dollar General. It was $3, I'm pretty sure, but it is really cute. It says joy, perfect as is, but I wanted to share with you a really fun hack. Also at Dollar General for $1, they sell these clear little ornaments that you can pop off perfectly in the middle, so it's half of a circle, and you can put it over this little snowflake. So this is a really fun craft, but I wanted to share with you guys, if you can't find this sign, the purpose of this is to share with you kind of the project idea. You could totally take a Dollar Tree sign, put J and Y on both sides with this little snow globe in the middle, and create this sign at home. I just thought it was really cool. Turning this plain sign into its own little snow globe makes it so much cuter. I tried to smooth out the hot glue, but a really fun piece that I didn't have to even spend 5 minutes on, but I feel like it upgraded it and makes it match my other snowy decor. I love to make these projects using items from one store, but that's just not always how I do it. So there is snowman heads available at the Dollar Tree, but I chose a Dollar General one. This one actually lights up and I felt like it was a little bit higher quality. I wanted to create a unique centerpiece that would kind of house my snowflake lights. Dollar Tree puts out tons of LED snowflake lights and they're really short, so you have to make kind of small projects with them. So I thought this was a really fun idea. I'm using an MDF ring as well as this little wooden oval base, and I'm going to be gluing the circle to the top, or the ring to the top, to make like a little housing for this cute little snowman. So these are the snowflake lights I was talking about. I decided to flip over the ring and glue these the same direction so they look more uniform and not really messy. Light them up. These actually have kind of a blue cast to them. Glue it to the base and then get to work on my snowman. I didn't want this to be a floating head, so I'm using a large styrofoam ball, as well as the remainder of the fuzzy sock that I was using earlier, or the other half, and putting the snowman head right on top. Now the hot glue did tend to melt the styrofoam a little bit, so I did tie on a scarf that allowed me to add extra hot glue around the head, give it some more support, but I also feel like it looks really good. Give me all the red at Christmas time. I did stick it on this little snow globe base just so it had a little help standing up and it wouldn't roll around. But how cute is this? So fun, lights up a room. My kids absolutely loved it. These candles actually caught my eye. They're in nice quality, they smell pretty good, and they're in like these nice hefty jars, so they look really nice and well made just to be a dollar store candle. I knew I could create a centerpiece with this, so I wanted to show you guys how to put together just a really quick 10-minute centerpiece. I'm using 3 of the Dollar Tree wooden blocks. Go ahead and glue them together. You can use wood glue if you have a little bit more time than I do, and then grab 3 candlesticks. I love, since I'm using the large, heavier candles, I love grabbing these glass candle holders. They're going to be really hefty. The candles aren't going to fall down or bend over. They're really going to be held up nice and sturdy. So I go ahead and create a solid piece by gluing them down in place and then going over and spray painting this. I would have painted it black, but all I had was this dark walnut on hand. It actually turned out like pretty close to black, so no complaints there. I go ahead and use both the green and the red candle. I do think that if you wanted to, one color might look a little bit nicer, more high-end, but I love all the red and green colors at Christmas time, and I know it's trendy to be really tacky this Christmas, so I tried to put in as much color as I could for my kids this year. I go ahead and start with that cheap garland, wrapping it around the base so that it has a nice foundation, and then going in with some more of these little picks. I just love these. I can't express how much I love these. I couldn't believe it whenever I found them at the Dollar Tree. You don't get like too many for the $1.25, but I feel like it really makes any project so much nicer than just the everyday Dollar Tree garland picks. Go ahead and fill that up, and then fill this in with some golden ornaments as well as some white little berry picks. You could really just fill this up as full as you wanted or make it as minimal as you wanted, but I think it turned out really elegant and pretty and looks so fun in the center of the table. I just posted a huge mug DIY video. I'll have that link down below if you want to check it out, but I had to share this because I love this mug so much. This is from Dollar General. It was $3 just because I love mixing it up and not grabbing a Dollar Tree mug every year in the same pattern. So whenever I saw this frosted mug at the dollar store, I thought it was a really great buy and also something that I really liked. I melted down a couple of candles on the stovetop and poured them into this mug. I held up the wick with a popsicle stick, and then I melted down 2 more candles. I let them set. You can see they have like the white starting to set up on the edges because I'm letting them cool off quite a while, but not enough that I can't pour it into a bowl. This is a disposable plastic bowl that I have, but I usually use a paper bowl. I just didn't have any on hand. But you want to take an old whisk or like an old fork, and you can actually whip this wax into like a moldable material, which is incredible to make it look like actual whipped icing on top of the mug. So I fill up a Wilton bag. I didn't even put a special tip in it, and I just start playing around with it and getting it really stacked up so it looks like Cool Whip, so it looks like a fun hot beverage, and then decorate this with some fun little embellishments. I know it's a basic craft, but it's something I really enjoy doing, and I always like to remind people about whipping the wax. These make incredible gift ideas, things you can easily DIY at home. Also just a fun, easy project because we are getting really close to the end of Christmas season, which is crazy. But I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!